back to an entire deck rebuild. This is going to be all in one video. It's going to be step by step. It's going to be start to finish, and it's going to detail the entirety of how to rebuild a deck. If you like what you see today, please do me a favor and double tap and throw us a follow if you could. It would be much appreciated. If you stick with us all the way to the end, you'll see the complete new deck rebuilt and it completely staged out how the homeowner wants it. Now, first things first, we got the deck completely torn off down to whatever joists are good. We're adding piers and footing piers that are 3 foot deep by 18 inches wide where we have to. We're replacing all the bad decking with new 2x8s that are pressure treated. We're making it so that it is no more than 12 inches in between because we're going to be switching over to composite decking. Some of this decking is shaky, so we're removing everything that is bad, replacing it with new, and going from there. This is a double tiered deck, and this is exactly how the homeowner wanted, so we're putting it back as a double tiered deck. We added the footings, and we're mounting down to those with 6x6 posts that are going to be catching our beams for our deck. We're mounting the 6x6 with a J-bolt that is 18 inches long, and then has the brackets that nail to the 6x6 post. Had double joists going up. Rip those out. We're making it just one solid long joist that goes all throughout. And we're putting them in using joist hangers and fasteners, and then we're screwing everything in as well. Now we need to build 2 new stairs. We want a stairs at the front and a stairs at the side to get to the hot tubs. So we're going to be building those, framing those out, adding all the new 4x4 posts. They're going to catch our eventual white veranda rail system. Now you can see we painted the entirety of our deck joists black. This is a weatherproofing agent that you paint on. It's the same as the tape. The tape company actually makes a protective paint now, and it's going to be protecting the joist as well as you're not going to be able to see the joist through. You're just going to see black through the gaps in the decking. Now it's time to turn our attention to the decking. We are going with pebble gray Trex. We are doing the picture frame around the entirety of the decking, and we're notching out for all of our 4x4 posts. We got Christian and Manuel here handling that. Notches are going to be tight, but not too tight to the 4x4 post, as there will be a sleeve cover, and we want to leave room for expansion and contraction. We're then mitering the corners, and we're picture framing everything together before running all of our deck boards on the inside of this. We're using the Trex hidden fastener system, so it's hidden fasteners with plugs. It's the Trex pebble gray plugs, and the hidden fastener is going to be on the inside of the decking. That's going to go in the grooves and hide it in the grooves, and the decking is going to run all the way in and tuck under the existing J channel of the home. So the only thing we screw and plug is the outside, the picture frame, and then the last piece, the back end, that's going to be underneath the J channel. We throw a little screw in there so it doesn't move. Now, once this gets on, it's time to do our rim board. We're going with a white AZAC rim all the way around, and then we're going to have white lattice below that, all AZAC. Everything here is going to be 100% composite. When we put the AZAC, we are gluing it on the back, and then we are finish nailing it home. Here's the example of the plug system and how it works. Now we're cutting the miters for all of our AZAC. This is a lot of AZAC. It's very detail oriented with how many different layers and the rim and everything that goes around. And we're going to be also doing this going down the steps. And now all joists and 6x6 posts, anything that's exposed, we're also going to be painting white so that we put our white lattice. It all blends in and gives us a nice, clean, sleek look. Now for our stair treads, all of our risers are an even 7 inches in rise. You can see they're the pebble gray Trex on the landing and the tops, and then we have the risers are the white AZAC. Now we're putting on all of our veranda rail system. We're using the white veranda sleeves, the posts, and the caps. Every other cap will have a solar light on it. It's going to be the white PVC rail system that's going to match the white AZAC, and everything is going to go completely blend and flow all throughout. It is a bit of a tedious process, but it's a rewarding one as it looks beautiful once everything gets up. You got to custom cut all of your stair rails to make them flow and make sure they line up and go perfectly into the rail above. We decided to run the AZAC down the sides to do it a little bit differently, to class it up. It looks like a nice, clean, sleek look like you'd see on the inside of a home more so than an outside staircase. Decided to change it up, and we actually really like the look. Now we're doing the white vinyl AZAC absolutely everywhere underneath this deck, and this is absolutely going to tie everything together. This is really going to give us our finishing look and make it completely pop. The gray and white really pop well off each other and going to play great off the existing siding. Here's the thing I promised you about painting any 6x6 posts that were exposed. We're going to be fastening to those 6x6 posts, but see that they're hidden now that they're white, and they just blend in and it makes everything look sleek. Now, another thing you can do to really spruce up your work is once you're done working, obviously you've been working on this deck for a couple weeks, you've been trampling it, take a low pressure washer. This is a 1900 PSI pressure washer, and you clean the entirety of the deck. You don't have to go 0, you could go 25, and this is just a nice touch that not everybody does, but it cleans everything up completely beautiful, so you're leaving behind a wonderful, spectacular, finished product It looks clean and pristine, and it makes you look very presentable and makes you look good when you're leaving. So I highly recommend doing this. It takes an hour or two, and it really cleans up, spruces up your work, and makes you look like a professional. Now here's the completed look of the deck rebuild. I'm going to be showing you what it looks like completely staged out as the homeowner staged it on multi-levels. Here's the look. Thank you to everybody who watched, and please do me a favor, comment, like, and subscribe. Have a great day.